Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode 5 of series 3 of A Familiar Quest. I am Eugenio. I am known as DM Jazzy Hands, and I have the great honor of being your DM once again this evening. Let's go ahead and go around and introduce everybody that we've got with us this evening, and I'm just gonna pick y'all this week. So let's start with Kelli.
What? Okay. Hi, I'm Kelli, the opera geek, and I play Scotty, the blink dog, who is currently sleeping on my husband's desk. So no Scotty hold up today.
We got a few hours. We'll see. Maybe
we'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Next, Alicia.
Hi everybody, I'm Alicia Marie. You can find me on socials at Alicia Marie Body, and tonight I am playing Misty, the Will-O-Wisp.
Every time. It will never not delight me. It's, I mean, or anyway, not the first 5 times. Who's next? Meagan.
Oh, hi. I'm Meagan Kenreck, and I'm playing Squiddle, a chibi Cthulhu, because it's not a cult, it's team building. And you can find me on social media at Meagan Kenreck.
Perfect. And last but most certainly not least, Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm wearing a cast off from the Met Gala. This one was not approved. I'm playing Disco, the fractal mascot, and both our pronouns are he, they. Yeah.
All right, lovely. Before we do get started tonight, a few housekeeping things. Number one, thank you all so much to all of you for tuning in, and a special thank you and welcome to all of you Idle Champions players out there tonight. We do have an Electrum chest code for those of you who do play Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find it in the top left corner of the screen. This week, the code is Misty Wispy with 2 exclamation marks. MISTY WISPY, and then because Misty's name isn't long enough, add 2 exclamation marks. Short name, and she's very excited. That code expires on May 8th at 4 p.m. Pacific, so you got a week. Go ahead and put that in. Get your free Electrum chest code. Also, just a reminder to everybody who's hanging out and watching us tonight, all of us here on screen are professionals. We know our characters, and we know how we want to play them. So just do remember to avoid backseating and respect the cast and their decisions about what happens tonight. I do want to take a moment to thank our producer, Luca, behind the scenes for setting that all up for us and having it going so we don't have to worry about it. And an enormous thank you as well to Lauren, our wonderful mod in chat tonight. Thank you both so very much. We do once again this week want to say thank you to Beetle and Grims. I don't know where mine is. Here it is.
Haha, see? For one,
Beetle and Grims for sending out these wonderful character class dice sets to help out with our rolls. You can hit !dice in chat to get more information and a link to get your own. Yeah.
I don't know I think it's going to be backwards on the stream, but the rogue one on the back just says, when there's stabbing to be done.
That's really good.
Something different on the back. I just realized that.
Yeah, there's little like catchphrases on all of them. The DM one is just roll in niche, which okay.
You don't have time for syllables.
Niche? Is that what we're doing?
Niche. Yes, INISH. Yes.
Okay.
You better say that later tonight then.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in great big letters in the notebook. Roll in niche.
No.
Is that with an SH?
It is with an SH, and it keeps freaking me out because I want to be like, roll Inishman.
Inishman.
All right. Enough of all that nonsense. Last week, we said goodbye to Johnny and Twiggy. We managed to protect and save the Yearwood from the awful red wizards who had come in and so rudely interrupted Twiggy's vacation. You all had managed to stun and utterly incapacitate one of the wizards. Squiddle ate some brains, and that was fine. And got a little bit of information about what was going on. You all then managed to turn the other red wizard into a frog. Pretty sure you just decimated one of them entirely. And then there was an apprentice who, well, we'll come back to the apprentice later. So the Yearwood is safe. Twiggy has gone off to finish his vacation and then head back to his summoner. And you all are once again left alone with this time not a ton of direction other than east for your quest for pest. Unfortunately, no information yet on which direction the next spa is in. One hopes also to the east. And so as we begin tonight, can I please have the 4 of you roll Perception, not initiative.
Say roll initiative.
Perception.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of those kind of episodes, huh?
Yeah.
Rolling Perception. Got it.
Rolling
Oh.
Percesh, yes. Percesh sounds like roll processional, though. Like we're all going to go down the aisle together.
Perception.
Perception, please. Percesh. Perception.
9.
Percepts.
Okay, good. 9. Scotty.
17.
Okay, 17 for
19.
Squiddle and 19. Great. So Squiddle and Scotty, Disco and Misty are watching Twiggy go or something. I don't know.
It's a very extended goodbye.
Yeah, actually, Twiggy is way out of sight, but you all just really,
It's the Midwestern goodbye.
Yeah.
Squiddle and Scotty, however, you two hear a rustling a little ways back from the way that you just came, and you both look and you see trying and actually succeeding, you both rolled fairly well, to be just as quiet as he possibly can, is that red-robed apprentice, so it's a little hard for him to stay out of sight, just trying to like army crawl through the grass away from you all as quickly and quietly as he is able. Oh God, Scotty, those eyes. What?
So
Scotty doing a thing?
Scotty's gonna drop to like all 5 inches to the ground because that's how short he is.
Yeah.
And he's going to do what I used to call war dogging across the ground
Very
and
good.
crawling very like up on the apprentice. Do I need to make a stealth check?
You do, although I
I
don't
do.
really have a whole lot of hope that this individual is going to hear you, but we should at least try.
23.
Okay, well, I think it's literally impossible for him to meet that score. Oh, and then he crit failed. So, absolutely no idea that
Okay.
you are coming up behind him.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna come up behind him. I'm gonna like position myself just behind like his right shoulder.
Okay.
just go.
Oh no.
Where are you going?
You didn't know that humanoids could leap like cats straight up without any real preparatory anything, but that is in fact what he does, like an inch or two, and just lets out a most undignified squeak, and then sort of lands, rolls onto his back, and just says, "No, please, no."
I think we might have a misunderstanding. I was just asking where you were going.
Away from here, far, far away, to never bother you or your friends again.
Your accent is really interesting. Where are you
Thank-
from?
Thank you. I'm from fantasy. You know what? I'm not even going to say a real accent that it's fantasy of because it's several. I'm from Say. Yeah. So where do you think I'm from? Look at the clothes.
You're from Say?
From. And he like licks his lips a few times and goes, "Hey."
Oh, okay. You and my friend Misty would get along so well.
Very good.
My
Very-
name is
very good.
Scotty. What's your name?
I am Hans.
Hi, Hans.
Hello.
Squiddle? Squiddle?
Yeah.
Squiddle. What is this?
No, Squiddle is a
Yeah.
person.
Oh,
not-
that's a
I'm not-
name.
I'm not a pastry. I'm a chibi Cthulhu.
He takes you in for the first time, really sort of fully, and I just think sort of freezes.
Don't worry, they already had breakfast on somebody else's brain, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat your brains. I'm full, so you're safe for now.
His name is Hans.
Hans.
He's from Say.
No, it's.
How do you say that?
Hey.
Hey?
Misty,
He picks up a stick and scratches it in the dirt, but he writes it in Thayan, which none of you speak.
I can't read.
Oh, and that.
I don't understand what that is.
I'm
But
from-
Squiddle is going to make a mental note.
Thank you all very much for your patience and for hanging around. We've vanquished the tech goblins, and we are back with the familiar goblins. I believe we left off. Squiddle and Scotty had a plan for this apprentice.
Okay.
You got this, Scotty.
Okay, but I don't know.
It starts with a TH.
Oh my god.
They?
It's and
Well, the problem is that that card is really reflective, and
Yeah.
sorry, I was storing my notebook beneath my tentacles, and I didn't realize that my mustache grew back so quickly.
Yeah.
okay.
I grow facial hair back really quickly.
Okay, but all right.
I'll prestidigitate some of it. How's this?
The head guy.
This is Thayan.
It is?
It's Thayan, yeah.
You just have flashcards and Thayan under your mustache?
Good question.
We were studying for a while, and the red wizard was writing a lot of stuff in the dirt, and I asked them what each word meant, and then I wrote it down on a flashcard for you.
They are very quick study.
Okay.
Just really leaning into it.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess we can try those flashcards, and maybe I'll start to read Thayan, which doesn't seem very helpful.
I am very sorry. While you practice, can I go?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, sorry.
We have to introduce you to Misty and Disco.
Do you so?
Yeah.
We would really like to.
Yeah, we do.
We like making new.
Okay, and then I go, yeah?
No.
Maybe
Okay.
we
Yes,
might.
I like the maybe.
We might decide that you're our new best friend because Twiggy just left our group and we have an opening, and you are cordially invited to the Chaos crew. So if you wouldn't mind helping me teach Scotty how to read.
Yeah. Listen, apropos of, absolutely nothing. How does one decline an invitation to the Chaos crew?
Oh,
We
you can't.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay.
You just see little tentacles come out from Squiddle's head, very threatening.
Intimidation check?
Okay.
You can have advantage because you
Scotty
two
is-
have been
and also
holding
Scotty
this
is
poor man
helping.
hostage.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good thing I have advantage.
That good, huh?
Oh no. Oh good. Oh no. Oh, good.
It's good.
There's a lot of mixed feelings
right?
here about this. What was it? 13? It is enough that he certainly does not take off immediately. He just sort of, you can see he is weighing his escape options still, but he is cowed for the moment.
Oh, there's Misty and Disco.
Right when you say Misty's name, she's literally
no.
going to appear right next to you, that fast. And her eyes are wide, and she's staring right at the guy. And she has this rotten, tentacle mustache, dangling on her face, just hanging off, by a thread, like this. It's like this by now. Look at this. Who's this?
Misty has a little bit of an issue with personal space.
Yeah,
I think-
he has the freeze instinct when he's frightened, except this time Misty was so close that he froze and all of his hair is just standing straight up.
The static cling.
Uh-huh.
I think the mustache is having an opposite effect on you right now, Misty.
Don't.
Do you mind if I just help you take that off because it's wilting a little bit?
And it smells.
it's
trust
dying.
me.
It is dying.
Oh no. She's staring at you like this. You can take it off. Am I still scary?
This is our new friend, Disco, Misty. This is Hans,
Oh.
and he is from Thay.
Hans spots Disco, who aside from Scotty is the least terrifying right now, at least at your current size, Disco. And so he also you're shiny. So his vision swivels to you and does not leave you, Disco. Oh, hello.
Hi.
So you have quite a group of friends.
Yeah, we're a nice bunch.
I saw how nice you were to the others.
Well, I mean, they weren't being very nice and respectful of the forest in which they were guests, now were they?
He takes just a fraction of a second extra to like process what you're asking him, and then says, "No, they certainly were not. They deserved everything that they got from you all. Yes, they absolutely did, and I applaud you for your work."
And I think they were being a little mean to you too. We saw them being like a little mean to you, so I'm just letting you know.
Will you? Okay, all right, Scotty. Persuasion
What?
with advantage.
Oh boy. Oh, I have a good. Ooh.
You do.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't count.
I like that you're saying you do. Like you have to tell me my sheet.
Sometimes we forget.
Awesome.
We do.
17.
17. Yeah. He's sort of like there is something in him that like really appreciates a little recognition of his treatment, and he says, "Well, I mean, I suppose is sort of rites of passage, you know. But yes, I suppose they didn't treat me very well."
No, you were carrying everything like you were a horse or something.
Well, yes, but certainly you couldn't expect the senior wizards to carry their own things, you know.
Are they incapable?
No, but they are above all of that, you know.
Scotty just has this blank look. He does not understand social hierarchy.
Same.
I mean, but you still, like, helped them.
Well, yes, I suppose so.
I mean, you
yes.
could have like maybe added some sound effects while you were like walking behind them. I'm
I
just saying.
don't know how to respond to that.
Hmm.
But I will take the suggestion under advisement. Yeah.
Do you know what a pest is?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be looking for pests.
Oh yeah.
It's not flashcard day. It's pest time.
Like
Pest time. Haha.
like
Sorry.
some sort of like vermin or
No.
rodent, you mean?
He's like a cat with a green scarf, but he is a cat if a cat was permanently wet in the bathtub.
Gross.
This gets worse every time
Yeah.
we describe pests.
Like, who are you looking for?
Good thing he can't hear you. All right, all of you can make insight checks right now.
Okay.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
Oh, Disco.
Oh no.
Oh, buddy. Disco.
Nah.
23.
Okay, 23 for Misty.
9.
9 for Scotty and Squiddle.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so Scotty and Disco are just really invested in Scotty is really invested in describing pest, and Disco is really invested in how it changes and gets worse every time. Misty and Squiddle, however, this dude's eyes got really shifty the instant you said pest, and then as Scotty describes him, he gets more and more sort of squirrely and shifty.
Detect thoughts.
Yeah. So the first thing that you see is just like flash after flash of this creature that Scotty is describing. And then you get sort of this very fast, what's the word I'm looking for? Thoughts as they come. There is a phrase for that. Stream of
Compilation.
consciousness.
Stream of consciousness.
Good Lord, y'all. I do
Yay.
words for a living. Stream of consciousness of, wait, how do they know about the pest? Maybe they are looking to rescue the pest. But wait, I don't even know where the pest is, so I cannot help them. Maybe I'll be able to get the way. But I knew about the pest. What did they ask me about the pest? What can I tell them about the pest? Just sort of going on and on and on. Clearly, he knows of pest, probably was also looking for pest, but what he actually knows is a little uncertain right now.
While Squiddle's detecting thoughts, Scotty has been continuing the description. So while your stream of consciousness is going, he's just like, and he's always wet, but I mean, he doesn't really smell like when I get like, I don't like baths because then I get wet and then I smell and then just this It's like having a 4-year-old. Just
The stink of clean.
So you're doing out loud what he's doing in his head.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Can I say that, like, with my role, can I say that Misty noticed that Squiddle? Do you have like a tell when you're doing detect thoughts or no?
I think so.
Do you have any?
I think
Do you
a little bit of
cast...
purple.
Oh, I love that.
Comes off of their head.
Do you cast with a focus or with material components?
Ooh, I think focus.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Okay.
Tech Thoughts has one of those jokey material components that I love. Anyway, it's a copper piece because it's a penny for your thoughts. Anyway,
Missed opportunity.
So yes, I think you do spot.
Notice.
I mean, also they've done it several times now in the last like 48 hours. So yeah, I think you notice.
So while Scotty is like going on and on about Pest's shade of red, or no, green of the scarf, Misty's just float next to Squiddle, like really nice, and say, "What do you see?"
Squiddle is going to use. Oh gosh, what was that thing? What's that thing that sorcerers can do? I'm a new sorcerer, where you're like telepathic and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Sending
it's
our
your
message.
aberrant mind thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's a subclass thing, and I don't remember what it's called. I'll find it. One of us will find it.
It's me.
It's
Okay,
It's
well-
me.
Whatever that thing is, I'm gonna use that.
Great.
To tell Misty. I think that Hans knows about pests. They don't know where they are, and I'm kind of suspicious that like maybe they have a bounty on pest or something.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
like, we should play it cool.
Oh no, my potion.
Wait. You feel suspicious?
Yeah,
You feel suspicious?
I do feel suspicious. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
You think we should play it cool?
I think we should play it super cool, and then
I do too.
we should make them think that like we can help them with the bounty.
We should. That's what we should do.
What do you think?
I agree.
Okay.
And Misty's gonna turn around and immediately cast lightning lure on the dude.
Wait, what?
Wait a
I mean,
minute.
for what it's worth, he's taken no damage, right? So he's actually in fine shape because he went down real fast and then sort of stayed in the dirt while you all took care of the other two. So go ahead and it's an attack roll for lightning lure, right?
It is Misty will create basically like it's like all of a sudden these tendrils of like static just come off of her. They strike the creature of your choice that it can see, and then he has to succeed in a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 foot in a straight line toward me and Squiddle. So strength is 10.
Incredible.
11.
Strength 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see where I've lost his stats. Here we go. D20. Here we go.
Telepathic speech. That's what it was.
That's what it is.
When I
Unless
saw it, I was
that's
like,
right.
oh, it's so straightforward.
Yeah, and I still forgot what it was.
Okay, he got a 10, so he was very close, but he needed 11. So
Yeah.
you do indeed
Okay, so
do 2d8 of lightning damage.
He's gonna take 6, just like static, like
Yeah.
as he's being yanked off the ground toward Squiddle and Misty.
Okay. Yeah, and he just comes towards you all. Any bit of his hair that had like begun to just go straight back up. And he's right in front of you now, Misty.
Misty turns to Squiddle and is like, I played it cool.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. You played it the coolest. It wasn't what I had in mind, but it was so much better.
Yes, very cool. Did you want something? Still sort of twitching from the
friend.
electricity coursing through him.
His hair is standing up, looking
Did
at it.
you
Like,
want something?
I think
My
Squiddle
friend.
is still absorbing that they just flew towards them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, but I think you might know something more about pets.
I have heard of the name of pest, but it would. Okay, so the truth is that I am in a very bad situation because if I tell you about the pest, I will be in big trouble from them back home. But if I don't, I will, and he cannot help but like eyes glide to Squiddle and then back to Misty and then frankly back to Disco and Scotty too. Feel like I will be in trouble here if I don't.
We have to find Pep. And we will do whatever it takes to find him.
This is interesting. Because, yes, it is an excellent threat, and you all really have cowed this poor man, but also, the ruler of Thay is also a really big threat that he is definitely afraid of. So why don't we have anyone who would like to participate in this little moment of convincing of this Thayan can roll an intimidation check. Not with advantage, since each of you will do it, and we'll make it a group intimidation check. Against his wisdom save, which is, let's find out. Oops. Okay, which is right down the middle of the road. So it's a 12. So let's see what we got. Scotty, what'd you get?
10.
10. Disco, what'd you get?
10.
10s. Misty, what'd you get?
10, buddy.
17.
17. And Squiddle, what'd you get?
3.
Okay.
She's still in shock. Like,
Yeah.
So he says, "Okay, look, I cannot tell you very much, but and he reaches into like a pocket in his robe, and he pulls out like a leather-bound, looks like a journal or a diary or something, and he says, but sometimes I like to speak aloud when I write in my diary. And if you all are close by to hear me, well, I can't do much about that."
Is he saying he's going to tell us?
I have no idea what he just said.
Okay, well, look, we're going to be cool. He's going to be cool and also speak very clearly and distinctly as you narrate yourself.
I don't know what you mean, Disco. Thank you all for your hospitality. I'm going to go write in my journal now. And he goes off and sits like 5 feet away from you, pulls out a quill, and just starts talking. And he says, well, today we got attacked while we were looking for the pest. You remember the pest, right? You know, the pest that we are looking for, the one that the Zulkir of evocation in Say summoned to him for research. And then the same pest, when we found him and were bringing him to Say, escaped, we don't know how. Yes, you must remember, dear diary, it's only a few pages ago where I told you all about how we didn't know where they went. And we tried to search for them with our eyes and with our magic. And it sort of worked for a little while. I didn't realize I'm going to have to talk so much like this person, but it's okay.
You're doing great.
Thanks. What? I forgot where I was, diary. Give me a second. I have to go back and read. Okay, yes. We were looking for him with the magic. And we sort of got a general idea of where he was in the forest, but then the magic sort of disappeared because, we don't know why. Hold on, I need to check back a few pages into the journal to remember what else I wrote about.
Every time he says a word that has like an emphasis, like magic.
Magic, yes.
Scotty is doing the equivalent of, do you want to go for a walk?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh, no.
Anyway, back to what I was saying about today. We got attacked and I was... And he sort of pauses and takes a deep, long-suffering breath sigh. I was pretty seriously injured and had to be separated from the others. It wasn't my choice, and I definitely was forced into it. So I cannot be in trouble. But it means I will not, and he raises his voice again, be able to make it all the way to the epicenter of the magic where the pest was last seen. It's very close to here, and I am very disappointed that I cannot go just 2 more kilometers to the northeast. It's so close. Merely 2 kilometers.
Wait, how close? Not that we're listening
And
or
are we
anything.
going left or right?
It's you can see he like scratches something out and says, "It is several hundred paces to the
Are those
upright."
are those like big person paces or like familiar
Scratches
paces?
out another line and says, "You keep going to the upright until you find what you're looking for."
Okay, I
That's
don't
a little
understand. He
bit
could have just written that in
testy.
his journal in the first place.
I mean, that was a little. Well, can any of us read?
Squiddle is showing Scotty flashcards of up equals north. Right
Very good.
equals east.
I like that somebody's.
Taking responsibility for it.
Got it? We're going up and right. Right
Okay.
in between, up and right.
We're going northeast.
Good job.
Wow.
Eh.
Good
Uh,
boy,
I-
Scotty.
I wonder if this person experienced anything about this epicenter of magic that they would also write in their journal.
Like anything dangerous?
It certainly seems like the kind of thing that they would want to record in their thoughts for perpetuity.
You see that the apprentice was putting his journal away and then sort of freezes and goes, "Dear diary, postscript for the entries that I just made. Apprentice's journal log, supplemental.
What's the
Aren't
date?
really sure what's at the epicenter of the magic, other than that is the last known location of the pest. We think that the magic probably had something to do with his disappearance from our... Well, all right, I've already started it. From our sensors.
Oh no! Wait, you were doing magic around pest?
Anyway, I'm going to go crawl into a small dark and quiet hole until I recuperate from my terrible, terrible wounds. Then I will be able to return to say, with no actions taken against me because I was perfectly good and did exactly what I was supposed to."
Pest is allergic to magic.
Is there any way we can inspect Hans' wounds?
Oh, Hans
What
is not at all
wounds?
injured.
I was going to say, he's not hurt. We
he
left
was-
him alone.
Oh yeah, no, he's 100% lying about that in case his superiors find his journal. So that he has an excuse as to why he didn't return home immediately and also gave you all this information.
Should we like come over and like maybe bite you a little bit so that it looks good for when you go back? Misty Misty looks very happy about that.
What a good question. Let's see. He says, "It's probably a good idea."
Oh, good. Misty.
What?
Hit him.
You
Get
can
those-
go bite.
get
You
those
can go
choppers out.
bite him.
I can.
You can go bite him. Don't kill
All right,
him.
so
Make it look good.
that's what she's gonna do then.
He sort of offers like his the meat of his calf or something to you.
Like it just
Okay,
is
and sort of
a
looks
little
away.
nibble is a treat.
Also, go for the face.
Missy's sort of like just floating around him, and she's looking at you
God,
guys
now
like
he
all
doesn't know what to
excited.
do.
She's
Scotty,
just gonna chomp him, like
Yeah,
right,
Scotty's
right.
I'm gonna go around the back. I'm gonna stab him in the butt. Scotty goes around the back and stabs him in the
Stab
butt.
him in the butt.
What side?
Oh God! All right. He's not resisting. So Scotty, you can stab him in the butt, which he was not expecting. Misty, where you want to chompers?
She's literally she's gonna be like a little like chihuahua, like an ankle biter. She's
Yes.
just gonna bite him like right in the calf.
Perfect.
Like that.
He's just his whole backside is just a mess.
I think
And-
Squiddle is gonna bite with their goblin teeth the right buttock. Because I think west is left.
It is.
So it leaves like
Oh.
2 semicircles on the upper part of the cheek and the lower part of the cheek.
Yes.
I just thought of something though, Hans. If we only do damage to your butt, they're gonna know that you were running away and you didn't stay and fight.
Nope, that's okay. Nobody expects me to stay and fight. I know, you might think it's weird that I have to keep going back and correcting my accent, but don't worry, I forget how to pronounce things.
It's okay. When you're learning a new language or speaking a language that's not yours, it can be very difficult.
Thayan is definitely not my native tongue or anything. It's like...
Wow.
We all have our struggles, Hans.
He's sort of like on his hands and knees now because like both butt cheeks and a calf hurt, and like I imagine like working those muscles even to walk isn't great at the moment. So he's like on his hands and knees and sort of drag. Is it okay if I go now?
Disco, you didn't get a bite in.
I was gonna say.
It feels like he's had enough and sort of kind of done stuff for us. So, I mean, I really was hoping Misty would like hit him in the face. But you should maybe just rub some dirt on to, make it look more convincing. He
face plants because he's already mostly there anyway, and just like musses his face in the mud and the ground and looks up and says, like this, is this good enough so that no one else has to hit me or bite me or stab me in the booty?
That looks very good. I'm speaking Thayan.
Scotty, you're doing so good. You even got the accent.
He picked it up real fast.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gifted with languages.
With accents, just not language.
I know.
It's so good.
Oh man.
Which direction is this poor Hans like heading in?
Well, he told you all to go northeast, so probably southwest.
Well, you've just remembered we have friends in these woods, and I also think these woods are also now our friends. So you be good.
I have no desire to hurt the forest or its inhabitants.
If you attack a tree, the tree could grow a dagger and stab you.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He finally thought that he was getting away from the scary.
And Scotty's got like the wooden piece of Twiggy.
Oh no.
You've never seen a man crawl quite so quickly.
Bye.
Yeah, just like head on a swivel the whole way, like dodging invisible, non-existent tree daggers.
Thank you for the information. And every time you sit down, I hope that you think of the friends that you made along the way.
In the distance.
Well, that was nice.
Was it?
I think he liked us.
I think so too.
I think
Do you?
I think so.
Okay.
But did you not think so, Disco?
We just are making friends and asking questions wherever we go.
I mean, it's our job.
True.
Okay, so
that
way.
Confused, Disco. It's what we're doing. We're asking questions.
I was just thinking of the forest spa again. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Forest spa.
It's his happy place. Whenever they're sad, they just get tiny and think about the forest spa. All right. I dropped my dice. Okay, so Hans is gone, thank goodness. For both his sake and mine. What's the plan?
We are going to go
2 kilometers.
Metric measurements up northeast.
Some number of steps until we find what we're looking for towards a magic caramel center.
Oh. There's candy?
No, that wasn't it.
I
Oh.
wouldn't recommend trying to eat it.
Well, we could also maybe
I would.
I wonder if at this point, when we get a little closer, I might be able to try and smell if I can smell pest.
Do you remember what he smells like?
Not something that should be in a forest.
That's fair.
Like a wet cat.
Ew.
Yeah. And also, he's allergic to his own magic. We're walking, I'm assuming. He's
Yeah,
allergic to his own
Yeah, we're
magic.
walking the 100 paces.
Yeah. So he's allergic to his own magic, and so he like hacks up a hairball sometimes when he's doing his magic, and that would definitely leave some traces.
Ew.
It's not pleasant.
This girl.
But it's just the thing that you have to accept when you're friends with people is that they might throw up like sometimes. A little weird.
Do
Okay.
fractal dragons not throw up?
A good question.
I don't think I have anything to throw up.
Have you never eaten a snack?
Well, not in this form, no.
What form?
What form?
Wait, what? You got another form?
Well, yeah. When I was first summoned, apparently they were really into dragons. So I was like a baby moonstone dragon. I was adorable. And Dan wanted to study like equations and math. Ew. And apparently I needed to be a fractal mascot or something so they could fit in or whatever. So yeah, I kind of miss eating. I also miss my wings a little bit.
Squiddle, were you also something else?
Before I was born, yes. But I don't know exactly what that was. I know that I was grown in a vat, the only vat that my mom ever had. I'm the only gnome squiddling that my mom ever made. I think there was like a tadpole and like a really like large celestial god involved. But like the details are really hazy to me. I was really young.
Pinky.
I wasn't ready.
And what about you, Misty? Have you always been an electric ball of fur?
No. You know what I was before I was a will-o-wisp?
What?
I was a dancer.
A dancer?
I was a dancer.
Did you have legs?
Yeah.
Oh. I've always been a
died.
dog.
I died.
You died.
Mostly true.
Are you a ghost?
Know what a will-o-wisp is?
What is it?
It's the spirit of someone who once lived. We are
that's pretty
condemned
cool.
to the Underdark.
Like, that's pretty cool though, because you're like tangible. Like
Very.
Did you also have a problem with personal space when you were alive?
What's personal space?
There it is.
Yeah, it's not a form thing.
But yeah, I mean, I was just a dog. I was just a dog. I was a regular dog. And then I wasn't. It was very confusing and I don't remember much except I tried to pee on a statue that turned out to be a person and that was just probably not a good idea.
And that's how you became a dog?
No.
Well,
I mean,
You were a dog.
I was already a dog. I was a little dog. A fluffy dog, like fluffy. And then, I don't know, then my mom was like, maybe it's time you grow up and have responsibilities. And so to change me, and then I was like, I don't want responsibilities. And then I blinked and I was somewhere else.
Can you teach me how to do that? I would love to blink and get out of my responsibilities too.
gonna
I
say.
hate cleaning my house.
This is not at all wishful thinking of little Kelly who didn't want to clean her room.
I love it. I love it. Well, I've learned a ton during this little chat as you all have wandered your way through.
I'm pretty sure most of it we were making up as we went
I know,
along,
but
so.
hey, we all listen. That's how we learn about our characters, and I love it. While you all are strolling, can I have you all and having this lovely conversation, which I very much support? Can I have perception checks from everybody? And let's see, Alicia, would you also just toss a D4 for me and tell me what you got?
Why, sure.
5.
A 4.
Very good. 4 on the D4.
The D4 was a 4. Perception check was a 7.
Oh, I was like, was also a 4. Okay.
Is this anything to hear or smell? Because then I'll get a advantage.
Oh, interesting. What did you get on the first one?
5.
Okay, yes. Go ahead and roll again, because there are two different things. So one of them has a smell, the other one
6.
sort of doesn't. So, okay, well. Listen, you're built for other things. Discourage again.
11.
And Squiddle.
14.
Okay. Squiddle, what is something that you are carrying with you that's like on the not in a pack or in a pocket, if anything?
Squiddle does have like a series of belts that are strapped to their outfit with a
Okay.
series of vials. And I think at least 1 or 2 of them is filled with the fluid that they are born from that vat that I just mentioned.
Ooh. Okay. One of them has that in it?
I mean,
Or they all have that one in it?
they all have that one in it.
Okay, great. You, as you're walking, like after Scotty finishes his tale of blinking away his responsibilities, you know, are sort of casually whatever, and you notice that one of the vials is missing. And before you can even begin to process how or why or where the vial might have gone, we will take a little bit of a tight 5.
No.
And be back very shortly. We're going to take care of ourselves, stretch, get water, take bio breaks, and you all should do the same. We'll keep it to as close to 5 as we can and see you all back here shortly. Welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out. We hope you had a nice break. We are back with the familiar crew, the Chaos crew, I don't know, what we need a name for you all. I know Chaos Crew we've used. But
Chaos
anyway.
Crew.
Chaos
That's
Crew
fine.
works.
It does. It does. We left you all heading through the Yearwood
Wandering,
towards what Hans called the epicenter of some magic. And you all had a lovely conversation about your previous forms as familiars when Squiddle noticed that one of their vials of birthing fluid was missing.
It's so much grosser when you explain it back to me.
I guess I could call it like clone vat juice.
Vat
That's-
juice.
Is
That's
that
not
better?
better.
Is that better?
Is it not?
It looks like the ecto coolers from the 90s.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what I
now I'm
meant.
into
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
We brought it back.
Bring this
Yeah,
We did.
perfect. I
Those
love
were
it.
so good.
Right? I mean, probably
They were
terrible,
weird
but
tasting.
Man.
anyway. So yeah, that's where we left off and where we begin again.
I think somebody took one of my what do I officially want to call it?
What?
I had a vial of vat juice that is missing. I had 4 and I only have 3 now.
I didn't take it.
I
I
didn't
didn't
think
take
that you
it.
took it. I don't think anyone here took it.
Did you bump into anybody? Because sometimes that's like
Did
how they
Twiggy
steal
take
things.
it?
I don't think Twiggy was allowing me to call them Twiggis. I don't
That's
think
true.
that they would steal it on me. But I do wonder about the red wizard, the Thayan.
Is it important?
It's
What does it
pretty-
do?
Remember how I told you that I'm the only one of my kind that exists?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can create another one of my kind with one of those vials.
Oh.
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 We should go
Oh.
find
Well, I
him.
mean, that would be like double the friends.
Scotty, roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
We don't always know
Smell
that
it,
they're
smell-
gonna be nice.
Like an advantage one or just a regular one?
Oh, do them separate again. You can like roll twice and tell me each of them.
Good lord. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
8 and 5.
The dice are not our
Okay,
friends tonight.
so your you still got a potion on your collar?
Yes, even though it fell off of Kelly's necklace.
Great. Well, now it
Oh.
fell off of Scotty's too. It's not there anymore.
Wait, was that important, Scotty?
What did it do?
Oh,
Shade.
yeah.
I don't mean any shade.
No, I know,
just
but
like,
it was
what
just, he just
what
asked
does
you
it
the
do?
same question, so it was very funny. Oh, was that important?
I don't know. I don't know what it does.
That's
What?
perfect.
That's
I used to have a blue one, and that made me really brave when I needed to be brave. It's a potion of heroism. I don't know what this one does, but it matched my collar. It's gone.
So somebody has your juice and you are cloning juice, right?
Oh. Maybe they're just really thirsty.
I should not drink that. I don't know what's going to happen to them, but it's not going to be good.
They won't turn into another you.
But it'll be a learning experience.
Disco, make a perception check.
Oh dear.
Well, now I can put the empty necklace back
What?
on because
It's an 8.
Oh, yo! All right, what you got on you?
Um,
Not much, I imagine, but
no, the only permanent of like the floating kind of crystals that aren't really crystals, the only permanent one is there's one glowing green one that matches their eyes that sort of stays around their forehead, that is always there, I say tentatively.
okay, but that's like part of you, yeah? So like,
No, it's
oh, it's not.
No, I mean,
Okay, all right. Well then, yeah, that's gone. Suddenly, the way that the light refracts off of your face is different and less colorful.
there's a shimmer missing.
oh what?
And like the equivalent of like trying to like cross their eye, like they can't really see. Like they're just like it's got it. Also, no hands. Up there, it's gone.
Can we tell it's missing? Like, is there like a missing part?
Aesthetically, perhaps.
I
But
can,
The ensemble is no longer
I
coherent.
can
I don't know what to tell
distinctly
you.
see that there's nothing there. Yes.
It's like when I didn't have a mustache, except less scary.
Yeah.
Just like a gap.
oh,
It's not symmetrical.
oh,
All
Well-
right.
These are dramatic.
we're who? How? What? How?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
What does that shimmer do? Does it do anything? Do you think differently since it's gone?
No, it simply sets me off really well. I mean,
All right, Misty, make me a perception check.
Wait, what? What does Misty possibly
I
have?
cannot
I
wait.
don't know, but I have an idea if the answer's nothing. So,
What am I doing?
perception check.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
23.
23.
Damn. So you see. Okay, first of all, do you have any? Do you carry anything? Probably not, monk. Is there anything removable on you?
I'm looking at. Let me see. You know what?
And again, no is okay if Misty really doesn't.
Her bird pipes.
Oh,
Remember bird
dang.
pipes?
Yeah.
The only thing that, like, you get to choose between bird pipes or whatever. She's the only person who
yeah.
actually uses them.
Yeah, well, not anymore. They're gone, but you notice that they're gone because as you're turning to disco, what does it make you think different? You see, and it's hard to make out exactly what it is because it, even for you, is so fast. You spot something, you don't even spot it coming towards you, but you see something speed away with your bird pipes into the trees for like an instant, and it's gone.
That thing. She can't point. I keep doing this. I'm like, she doesn't have hands.
Right, I was
She's like,
Shoot some of your hair in the direction that you need us to look.
shoot some hairs. It's terrifying.
I love it.
You're
God, that's why they
direct-
tell you. That's why
direct
people.
ears.
That's why you're not allowed to point if you work at Disney Worlds because they're expecting Misty and afraid of the pointing. Yes.
Okay, but you know what? Megan has a good idea. Her ears can do this.
Oh,
this
there you
way,
go.
that,
Oh,
and
that's
thing.
cute.
So one of her big ears just point. That thing just took off with my bird pipe.
What thing?
Where?
I didn't see anything.
I don't know.
For what it's worth, it took off in the direction of travel for you all.
Let's go.
Did they leave any? Did they leave any footprints that we can follow?
any
Survival
smell?
checks if you want to look, and you. Yeah, you can make a smell check, Scotty, and survival checks if anyone's looking for
Smell
footprints.
check.
It's a 19 for Squiddle.
Ooh.
18 for disco.
Ooh, disco.
Mess with
And
the
a
aesthetics.
big load of nothing again for Scotty.
Okay.
11.
Misty.
4.
Okay. Disco, you turn and the refraction that you have left illuminates a series, for you and Squiddle, a series of tiny little footprints. And you actually notice 4 different sets of them crisscrossing around where you all are.
I think they're playing games with us.
Who's they?
I don't know that yet. You just see like Squiddle like growing a tendril and slapping it down on the ground every time she thinks that she sees this thing. It's like whack-a-mole.
Incredible. Incredible.
So in the direction that Misty's ears were like kind of twitching, Disco's going to cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
It's a Dex save
Clutch.
DC 16.
Okay. 16, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what color?
Oh, this will be green, like my missing diadem.
Black. Yes, absolutely. So Disco, it's unclear at first whether Disco is trying to do something or is just pissed. But green light, this sort of green sparkly flame sort of erupts in a 10 or 20 foot cube.
Hold on, 20-foot cube.
20 foot cube. Okay,
20.
great, because good. Because that's what I rolled for. And as it begins to fade, there are 2 little tiny little outlines, humanoid outlines that you all can catch a glimpse of, sort of hiding amongst the foliage and the dropped sticks and leaves and things on the ground. And you just see their outline sort of behind some leaves, and then you watch as these 2 shapes turn. You can see them sort of in silhouette turn to look each other up and down, and then speed off out of sight again in the direction of travel.
Hey!
Come back, please.
They don't.
Well, that's rude.
I know, we're like, get back here now.
Right now.
When they speed off, can we still see them?
You can see them you see this basically like comet tail of green sort of in the distance. It's like the, anyway.
I think Whittle is going to attempt to cast levitate.
Oh my god, I love that. Absolutely, yes. What is that for unwilling constitution save?
Con 12.
Yes, all right. This they're significantly less good at. Yeah, okay. So 2 of them run off. One of them continues to run, and one of them's legs is just going Roadrunner style as it starts to float straight up in the air.
Oh, no.
You can see it finally, really for the first time. You can sort of see it clearly, you all. So I will take either nature or arcana checks if you all want to identify it.
Do Arcana?
I'll do
24.
Nature.
All right.
Arcana.
Arcana 23.
Oh,
Nice.
20. Natural 20.
12.
Ayo.
Okay, so all of you definitely can tell that this is some sort of fae creature. All 4 of you know that. Everyone but Scotty, you immediately put... you immediately put a few things together and realized that this, and probably the others, however many there are that stole your things, is a Quickling. And, I mean, this is a very, very old forest, but it's a bit strange to see one, much less multiple of them here.
If it doesn't break concentration, I think Squiddle will write Quickling
Absolutely.
on a flashcard
Not her thing.
for Scotty. That's what that is.
Yes.
Scotty's just going to work on the W for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there.
Here, you
There's a
can
lot
have
going on.
this, Scotty.
He's like, this
thank
one-
you. Mhm. I don't have thumbs, so I just bit it. It's okay.
It has at this point realized that it's not going anywhere anymore, but like is powerless to do anything about it, so it's just sort of flailing in the air. Trying to swim.
Who wants to catch this Quickling?
How high up is it?
I mean, the range is 60 feet, but I think...
And I think you can raise it like 10 feet per round, and it's been plenty of rounds at this point, so how high do you want it to be?
Yeah.
I think it goes up to 20 feet.
I mean, I think Misty's our only option at this point.
Yeah, Misty and Squiddle are the ones who are going to be like,
I think 20
Can
feet.
Disco fly?
Okay,
No,
great.
Disco fly. Disco fly. No, Disco can't fly. But Squiddle can fly.
I can't
right?
No, just blink.
Oh, okay. So then Missy's gonna take this opportunity
Yeah.
to and go invisible, and then appear directly next to the thing that's running frantically in the air.
Uh-huh.
And she's literally just going to turn to him like this. Right when he's running in the air.
So terrifying.
Yeah. Truly. Whew. I'm sorry, the Quickling does not react particularly strongly, but I certainly just did, so...
Thanks.
So the Quickling, being Fey and used to weird things, is somewhat startled, but not quite as horrified as the rest of us just were. But sort of turns to look at you as you like sees you, and you turn and see it, and all it does is it sort of gets wide eyes for a moment, and then hangs, and then holds out your pipes.
Aw.
The pipes are going to static electricity back to and hide somewhere in Misty's fur. We're gonna hide somewhere. They just disappear into her fur.
Really good.
She's in it. Where's the rest? Of our stuff?
The Quickling looks at you, Misty, crosses his arms, and then holds out his hand as if for the bird flute again, and says, and just shrugs.
Is there stuff in his hand?
No, he's asking for payment for the information.
I drop him 5 feet.
That's an idea about how we could pay him for information, which is going to be really mean to people who aren't a dog that is being friendly. Scotty is going to blink into midair
Oh, dear Lord.
and grab it in his mouth.
Oh, dear Lord.
And then
Okay.
drop.
Make an
Bad dog. Bad dog. No, just kidding.
acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, that feels like the right thing for this.
28.
Hey, listen, you save up the good rolls, but you use them at good
I
times.
do.
Yeah, so Scotty sneezes, appears, grabs the thing, and is gone, all while this thing is falling 5 feet, which to a tiny creature is an enormous distance. And so he sort of steadies himself and just crosses his arms.
Wait, in my mouth he crosses his arms?
In Scotty's
Oh,
mouth.
I thought you took the bird pipes.
No.
You took the whole thing?
I took him.
Oh, Lord.
You took the Quickling.
did you like, you know, bite around the middle, or did you like do a scruff
see,
of
I
of
only
the
have
thing?
like 5 teeth, so it's
It's true.
okay.
Would be hard.
I'm just going to close my
Wait.
gums really hard on him, so he's going to be very full of drool.
Okay, so
But-
here's what happens. That's incredible. So here's what happens. So Scotty sneezes, appears, just like Shamu doing the trick, right? Just grabs it out of the air and back down, lands on the floor. Scotty looks inordinately pleased with himself, right? And then Scotty's head just starts going. And Scotty, you feel the thing inside your mouth just running in circles.
You didn't stop that! It feels really weird.
Like when you pick up a beetle.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it probably sounds like when you talked into a fan like Darth Vader.
It kind of does. It kind of does.
That's
At one
awesome.
point, it stops, and you feel like a tiny little knock on the outside or the inside of your, I guess, lips, and then it starts running again.
I'm gonna need you to stop or I will bite down.
Do it.
Do any of you speak Sylvan?
oh.
No.
No.
No, just
No.
wait. Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Really?
Scotty, you hear this.
Oh
You-
my god! I just looked over and I do. I speak Sylvan.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Scotty, you hear muffled from inside your mouth this tiny little creature go, with what?
Okay, so in Sylvan, Scotty's going to respond. That is an insult to my mother, and I think you shouldn't do that. He's saying my mom didn't make me right.
that's a stretch, but it's confusing enough that it gets him to stop running for a minute and sort of, if we zoom inside Scotty's mouth and the Quickling has stopped and given the walkie's head, right, is like,
Are you gonna stay still if I let you go?
I don't know, let's find out.
Are you gonna tell the truth?
Are they just taking damage every time Scotty talks? Like, I imagine they're like sitting on their tongue, and anytime Scotty talks, they're just hitting the roof of their mouth.
I do like that. I like that idea a lot. He just yells no and starts running again.
Okay. I'm gonna have to post a video for everybody because this is like when Scotty plays his one little Nylabone and he throws it all the way back to his molars and just goes.
You're doing the same thing. Is that what Scotty's doing?
Kind of what he's doing now because the guy won't stop running.
Yeah.
And molars is all Scotty's got except for the two front teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. If you throw your head back, he's sort of like hanging on to your molars and like trying to push himself back up. It's a whole thing.
I will let my friend with the tentacles eat your brains if you don't stop moving.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's see.
I am getting pretty hungry.
Okay, yeah, that
You
gets
don't
him to
speak
stop.
Sylvan!
That gets him to stop.
I'm yelling in Sylvan.
Oh, I forgot.
Now must be very interesting to everybody that Scotty speaks more than Dip.
This thing inside Scotty's mouth has done something very strange because Scotty's now just babbling. There's no more running inside your mouth.
Hey. Squiddle, you have hands. Come take this and...
Yeah, go ahead and drop it. I'll catch it.
Did you kill it?
Yep.
Oh,
She goes,
sorry.
"Yeah."
I didn't mean. Did I kill it?
I was gonna say well, I don't know. How careful were you?
Not very.
Okay. Let me see how many hit points this thing has because it's been through a lot.
Oh no, this is gonna be like a press fairy journal.
Okay, it's more than 2, so yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's not
good.
fine, but it's not dead. Yeah, it's sort of, it's very what is it, Bug's Life, where the mosquito gets smacked and then it's sort of like twitching and a little broken but still conscious. It's sort of that.
Oh god, it tasted so bad.
Yeah. And Scotty sticks his tongue out and there's like a little like indentation worn where the thing was running in a circle on his tongue.
Okay. Scotty's gonna continue to speak Sylvan. What is your name?
Me.
That's a very good name. I am also me.
Oh.
Yep. Why are you here?
Because.
Because why?
Because I want it to be. And the door
Oh
opened.
no, is this gonna be two toddlers talking to each other? Like...
Disco's just looking to Misty and Squiddle like, are they like talking or are they pretending to talk?
I don't know if Scotty just like hit their head really hard or if they're like actually communicating with each other.
So,
But they sound the same. So maybe, you know what? I think it's a language we
the
haven't
thing
heard of.
is, the scary the floating head lady person hat is will stab you with their hair.
Oh.
and then I will let my friend who is holding you, and you can very distinctly see their fabulous mustaches made out of tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they will eat your brains. I saw them do it. It was like they just treated the guy's head like a lid. And
I wouldn't
unscrewed
even
it.
have to remove your skull.
You can't understand me. You just understand the hand gestures.
Oh, he understands, but he understands Squiddle, though, and I think Squiddle gets the idea from...
I wouldn't have to turn it like a can opener this time.
Exactly. This is the Chaos Crew's universal symbol for Squiddle's going to eat your brain.
Yes.
Now,
he says to you, he says to you, Scotty, I'm here because I want to be, and the door opened.
what door?
The door.
Can you take us to the door?
And he holds out, he thinks for a minute and then holds out his hand.
I think you might want to think again about that.
He looks at you Doing a lot of register changes with this character. Very sorry.
I think it's already very interesting that you were able to sneak up on me and steal something, considering my dagger's supposed to tell me when somebody does that. But
Yes, true. And yet, he says, he looks back, he just sort of just stares, you did a little staring contest for like 2 seconds, and then he sort of looks towards your mouth and remembers what it was like in there, looks back at Squiddle, sort of takes it and nods.
okay. And Scotty switches back to common. He's gonna show us a door that he and his friends came through. I think he's from the Feywild.
He's gonna show us where his friends went that have our vials.
Our stuff?
I would
And
assume.
the mirrors.
I didn't
Because you
ask.
definitely asked about it, right, Scotty?
Nope. Hold on. It goes back to Sylvan. Okay, listen to me. It really, but we really need our stuff back.
Needs prepositions.
We need our stuff back.
Ah.
It's really important.
What?
It's the
I
only
already
thing my
gave it
mother
back.
ever gave me.
I gave your stuff. I don't have your stuff.
Okay, but you can take us to your friend that has my stuff?
What does he want?
I don't know. It's stealing that's fun.
What do you want for? What does he want for payment?
I don't know. He just likes to steal things.
But he keeps sticking out his hand.
Yeah, I know, but I told him I would bite him again, and I would let Squiddle eat his brains.
So he just
And then
wants
he
like
stopped asking
stuff?
for payment. So if I tell you where there is somebody walking, running, escaping away from here with a lot of stuff in a journal.
How much? A lot of stuff.
I mean, he had like so much stuff.
Like more
He
than
had,
5
like-
stuffs?
He had like 1 million bags. And oddly enough, he had these 2 shells on his belt, but I don't know why, but there was just like banging them together when he walked.
So mad at you. Who is he being held by someone at this point?
Yeah, Squiddle.
Okay, that's what I thought. Squiddle absolutely vibrating in your hand. Not because he's just like excitement vibration, yeah.
But first you have to show us where you came through, and you have to tell us where all your friends are, and then we can tell them that they can go get the millions of stuff off this guy.
Okay, fine.
That's a
Also,
pretty good
he's
deal.
really kind of weak, so you're not going to have a problem.
Aw.
His name is Hans.
He tried. And to be fair, he has a complement of spells at his disposal. He just never really got a good chance to use any of
He
them.
was
He'd
smart
only
and,
weak
and chose not
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
think that you should take us to them, and then we will point you to where the stuff is.
Fine. Fine.
And Scotty looks
And-
around at everybody else. He's like, why are you all looking at me so weird?
You're speaking in tongues.
Just
There it is.
I mean, I didn't know I could speak this. It just happened. It's like Squiddle taught me to read, and I looked over and I saw something and I read that I spoke it.
Oh my god.
so now I speak it.
So now I
God, wouldn't that be the way to learn a language?
Right?
Damn. Oh, this
Oh.
piece of paper says I know how to speak it now, so I do.
So are we gonna get our stuff back?
I think so, because I told him that he could go rob Hans.
I mean, that's awful.
I know.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So
yes,
let's
yes.
go, and then we will. It's not that far away because we've only been walking for like 10 minutes.
Do you think it will throw us off track?
I don't think so.
We have to get your stuff.
By the way, back in Sylvan, have you seen a weird cat
Oh.
that looks a little bit like he got stuck in a thunderstorm and then rolled in some dirt?
Every time.
He's wearing a green scarf.
Every time it's
Will
worse.
not stand for this pest slander. My perfect heart is fine.
I don't even know where he gets those hairballs because I don't think he's got fur.
It's true.
Mm.
The Quickling looks decidedly curious and intrigued by this description, but does not seem to recognize pest. No.
Okay. Well, let's just get this thing done. Chop, chop. Come on. Let's go. Take us.
It nods and then sort of looks back at Squiddle like, I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Squiddle. No, don't let him go.
And,
Catches him again.
make
No, I
make a sleight of hand.
It's called a quickling.
It's in the
13.
name.
All right, well, he got a 23. So he's off and out of sight before you all can do anything about it. And you sort of wait there in this sort of for just like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it's back. And then Mia's back.
There you are.
You're so slow.
I'm not slow. And then 50 feet.
And he turns and sees you. Oh, good, and takes off again.
Okay, come on, everybody.
And I think it's a lot of that. He runs, a couple 100 feet ahead, and then a few seconds later comes back and complains about how slow you are, and then runs a couple 100 feet ahead. Definitely getting his steps in.
All right, at this point, Misty is a hat on Scotty's head.
It seems wise.
She just Velcro. She sits there. It's like you two.
I wish I could draw, because I would just draw this.
I love it. Yeah, so you follow him for a while. They're pretty quick, and his friends had gotten a distance. So you sort of actually let me have survival checks real quick from everyone just to see if you can keep track of where you all are in the woods.
Ugh.
18.
We don't get
Squiddle?
advantage, right? No.
No, not for this one.
9.
Squiddle,
9.
18,
9.
I roll
Sorry,
like
I was
crap.
reading somebody else's roll.
Wait,
I
that
roll
was
like
mine. Hold on.
Garbage when I'm a DM, but y'all really take the cake. All right, Squiddle, you kind of keep a sense of the direction in which you are going and how far you have gone. And the good news is you're still vaguely in the direction of whatever the epicenter that Hans told you about. You're still kind of basically going in that direction.
I think
but it
Squiddle
is
has been leaving around like little green gelatin cubes.
Yes, obviously.
It looks
Oh,
like
God.
green jello, tiny gelatinous cubes.
Yes. Yes, I love it. Yeah, and they're sort of everywhere at this point because this Quickling is leading you on the strangest, most circuitous little path. But eventually, you start to hear what just almost sounds like wind in dry leaves. Just like a shh. Zoom's going to hate that, but anyway. And you go a little bit further and get into a tiny, tiny little clearing in this woods, and you just see there's no really better word for it, a swarm of Quicklings just darting all over the place, tossing little knickknacks and tchotchkes and doodads back and forth, and it is this whole clearing almost looks like undulating water because there are so many Quicklings and so much movement.
It's an infestation.
Yeah, one
It's
might
like
say.
lost and found.
Mostly lost, I think.
And me sort of races to the center of the group, and sort of you can sort of see him like talking to a few other Quicklings, and they build this sort of Quickling tower on each other's shoulders.
Oh, we've done that.
This one's about 12 of them tall, though, because they are
Okay.
quite tiny. And me runs up them to get to the top and throws his hands out and says, I have goodies!
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna give back to us, right?
And immediately, like, silence in the clearing. It's a bit unnerving, actually. And all of the Quicklings just turn and reorient to be looking up at me on the top of this tower. And in rapid fire, Sylvan, Scotty, you understand that finds, it's incredible how quickly he does it considering how many of them are here, but finds the 3 that still have your friend's things and tells them that they have to give them back, but that you all are friends of the Quicklings who have provided a good mark and, directions and all of that.
Yes, and I drew a picture of Hans. It's very good.
Oh, very good.
Not.
How good is the picture? Should she roll to see how good the
Do
picture?
you want me to draw it? Because it's going to be about as good as I do.
I think I do.
Oh no. I can write
Who the
it
hell
right
is this?
I can draw it.
Yeah, they're gonna be
I
looking
can draw
forever.
it right under, where I've been writing all the notes
All the
that
notes,
are
yeah.
the descriptions of pests that I've been giving.
Listen, I'm glad that you're keeping track of the important things.
Listen, I don't take notes for any campaign, but this is very important.
This is very important. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so you give them a little picture, and they give back the.
Actually, Squiddle couldn't Squiddle like send them a picture in her head?
Yeah.
Their head.
Oh, that's true. That's true. There you go. Okay, so even better, they all of the Quicklings have like a homing beacon on Hans now.
Oh, this poor man.
This poor man. I was
And
going to bring him
also-
back later as an ally to you all because you didn't kill him, but now I'm rethinking that.
But he doesn't know who sent these.
That is a good point. I just don't know that he'll have anything left to ally himself with you all with. So the
Just leave him his underpants. Don't embarrass him.
3 more Quickling towers appear, and they hand back your bottle, Scotty, and your gem, Disco, and your vial, Squiddle.
Thank you.
And then the 4 towers sort of deconstruct themselves, and you hear Me's voice in the middle go, "All right, everyone, charge!" And the entire swarm of Quicklings as one just whoosh out of the clearing in the direction that you all have just come from towards Hans.
Terrible.
How?
Scotty's sitting on the ground and he's kind of doing the thing where like a little kid has done something and they're looking around to see if anybody noticed.
Disco, what did you have there?
How did they all get here?
A door.
A what?
What?
A door. Can I look around this clearing and see with my eye for detail
Oh, certainly, yes.
if I can find
Was it like a Quickling sized door or like a normal
Lord.
door or like
18.
As you're asking all these questions, Scotty clearly knows none of the answers and is sort of looking around, maybe paying attention to your Disco
No.
after the first few words, maybe not. Scotty, it's been a long day and the sun has begun to set, but you notice a glow off in a direction. It doesn't matter which. You notice a strange, non-sun related bluish glow.
And is that the same direction as where we were headed for pests?
Well, I don't think any of you but Squiddle know the answer to that. But if you were to show Squiddle, Squiddle will tell you that yes, that is in the direction that
Okay.
you all were headed.
So maybe pest escaped through that. Who wants to go to the Feywild?
I do.
I mean, that was a given.
I mean, I'll go, but I think I'm just going to reinforce these vials.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing's missing.
All 4
Yeah.
are accounted for.
I mean, there's
Count 'em up.
nothing in the vial that's missing. Like they didn't take a sip.
God.
Oh.
Did they,
what?
DM?
Ugh.
Oh.
Ew, they're drinking like amniotic fluid.
You know how messed up that is?
Void amniotic
What
fluid at
is that?
It's a natural one. So one of
Aw.
them absolutely took a swig of it. You didn't notice it at first because a swig for a Quickling, right, is a tiny, tiny little amount. But you do notice that one of the vials is slightly lower than the other. And it's at that point that all of you sort of hear somewhere on the ground.
I told your friend not to drink this because I didn't know what was going to happen.
You have no idea?
I've never seen
That's not-
anyone drink it before.
Is it gonna kill him?
Do we need to like put it out of its misery or something?
Is it turning in? Is it like the fly, like turning into something like messed up or what?
Can I detect thoughts to see if this thing
always make
wants
it
to be
worse.
put out of its misery?
Sure. Yeah, you
We
can.
Always make things worse.
Oh God, what's happening? Where did that arm come from? Oh my God, where's my foot? There's tentacles? What is this? What's that? That's what you hear when you cast Detect Thoughts.
You just painted a beautiful picture, and I am not going to kill you because there is lots of great stuff to come, and you're gonna love this new life of yours.
Perfection. Perfection. Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you done transforming?
There's a little pop, and this little, this tiny little like part tadpole, part like polypy octopus-looking thing is just sort of bouncing and squirming on the ground.
Using telepathic speech, I think Squiddle is going to say, "Welcome to your new life, little squidling."
And back, you've still got Detect Thoughts going, and so you oh, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. A voice in your head comes back and says, I have seen the void.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. The void stares back. It's better if you don't look at it sometimes. Like, especially
I'll remember that.
when you want to sleep, don't look at it.
Yeah.
And make sure that you always keep your mustache on to look extra scary. But if you want to look terrifying, have Scotty cut it off with their dagger, and then have Misty wear it.
Yes.
Alternately, if we're not available, you can use 2 of your friends.
Yes. I was thinking Quickling could be your name. Do you like that?
Squickling.
Could you not say it with that voice, though? Because it's a little weird.
This is just my voice.
Oh, no.
I like
Are you going to
name.
take him with us?
Oh,
I don't really, I think, no.
I must explore the void on my own for a while. Also, if you take me with you, the DM will immediately forget I exist anyway.
Okay, well, if you see my dad, please say hi. We don't know who he is.
That's what?
Squiddle's dad went out
Enjoy
one day
a
for
lot of existential crisis.
So, in Sylvan, which assumedly this thing still understands, Scotty's going to explain that Squiddle's dad went out to get something at the store and just didn't come back, and Squiddle's been Squiddle's been looking at you their whole life. It's okay, Squiddle. I gave him your life story.
Thank you. It's not a very long one.
It's a good
You all
one.
are,
Not yet.
well, you are actually like the first beings that I've ever met. So that's why I'm not very
sorry.
polite when I eat.
Oh.
Oh.
This feels like a private moment. I'm gonna go.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you were still here.
It's fine. I'm very small and.
Okay, well,
anyway,
enjoy the void.
Yeah.
We have a quest.
And it is not
Dad.
vast and not graceful, but it's sort of like slithers, shoots, bounces towards the rest of the Quicklings. Who knows? Who knows what will become? Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
That's what you get for stealing from Squiddle.
So I think maybe we should try the door.
Is there? Oh, was there a door?
Yeah, but what could possibly go wrong?
So Scotty has
to the-
identified.
yes.
Yeah. The direction. You haven't seen any door yet, but there is light in a direction that Scotty
And
has
also, I was
remember
told there
things.
was a door.
And well, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it seems like that's where we're supposed to go, then I
mean, I
guess.
don't like. I mean, if what was I saying?
That's a new language.
Yeah.
I don't know who taught you that
That's
one.
That's impressive. You're learning so much today.
You know what, Scotty? I'm going to give you this notebook because you are the teacher now.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay,
I
good.
don't remember what I was gonna say at this point.
That's fine.
honestly.
You can head to the door if you want.
It was something along the lines of, if you find a glowing door in the forest, I'm pretty sure it's like you gotta go.
Right. It's just what you got to do.
Kind of thing.
Well, this is around where the Hans. That's about where he told us we needed to be, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think he has anything left? Definitely
Like-
not his dignity.
Like
Yeah,
spiritually?
Energetically, just sort of.
They probably left him with his accent.
Which one?
Scotty
Wow.
farts.
We can only hurt the ones we love. My stomach hurts again.
So, you know what? Listen, chuckleheads. Since you all have not gone to explore and discover whatever this light door, whatever is, Misty, you actually notice, in the same direction that Scotty was pointing, maybe it's what Scotty was talking about. You also see a sort of glow in that direction, although you're pretty sure Scotty said it was blue, and you are seeing sort of a purpley black glow.
From Scotty's head, Misty says,
I forgot you were up there.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys see a purpley black glow?
I see blue, but I'm probably colorblind.
What does Disco and Squiddle see?
Yeah, where
This
are y'all
one-
looking?
Misty's ears go again. Disco and Squiddle, you both see Scotty's blue.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear anything?
I hear something.
I hear
Maybe?
you asking us if we hear
Oh,
anything.
that's you, because you're on my
Yeah,
head.
it's
You're not supposed to hear it. But I'm
What?
hearing something.
And
I
they,
think
also-
I know what it is.
they get a little louder and a little clearer, Misty.
Uh-oh.
I think I know what it is.
What is it?
Misty's gonna swivel around on Scotty's head to face the other door.
You can
And then
ask
she's
me to
gonna
turn
sort of
around.
bounce off. So she's like levitating. Do you remember when I told you that I was considered a disappointment as a will-o-wisp? Because I wasn't doing my duties. I wasn't leading unsuspecting travelers and sailors to their death. Instead, I was helping them. Remember?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
No,
got
but
caught.
okay.
I remember.
Fair enough.
What do you remember?
Mhm.
Just do you remember? Well, I'm being called before the Will-O-Wisp Tribunal.
Oh no.
I have to face the tribunal to see.
This sounds like a side quest we should definitely help you with.
I have to do this alone. It's the proving ground.
No.
Oh.
No.
I do.
My head will be so cold.
I'm sorry.
We're all a witness to you biting Hans. You weren't
And-
protecting travelers back then.
You made
bit
those sailors
Hans.
run aground in the,
That's
you know.
true.
You
like-
did. And you scared the crap out of them.
I did. I'm hoping that they've been watching me to see how I've been performing. If they agree that I've been performing as a will-o-wisp is supposed to perform like a will-o-wisp, then I will meet you back on this quest to find pests. If I do not pass the tribunal, then I will lose my status as a will-o-wisp and I will be sent back to the Underdark, where I will live the rest of my existence as an evil spirit, but not a will-o-wisp.
It's okay, because if you get lost, we'll just find pests and then we'll come look for you.
Thank you. You guys are my friends.
Oh, but when you get to the tribunal, tell them that like you don't have any friends. I mean, we know that you have friends, but maybe that might not go in your favor.
What should I say?
That you cursed us before you left.
No, you can
Perfect
tell
idea.
them. Tell them that you tricked us into thinking that you were our friend. You tricked
I'll
us.
do that.
Misty
And
calls
I'll
you
tell them
assholes and runs away.
I used their mother's name in vain before I came here.
No, not my mama.
I'll do that.
Can
Alright.
Scotty draw you a picture, maybe proving of your violent nature?
Can you do that, Scotty? Can you draw an evil picture of me being evil?
Scotty will write down what he believes are actual words, telling the story of how he bit Hans. And then he's going to put his paw on the page to leave like a paw print, but he's going to make sure like all the claws are on there too, so that it looks really scary.
And Misty's gonna like float it in front of Misty's face. I don't know what the hell this is.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks
Perfect,
like. Uh-huh.
It's a work of art.
I know.
Maybe somebody can read it. I'll take it with me. And the papers disappear into Misty's fur. They just
Yes.
disappear.
I love it.
All right. Be careful.
You too.
Okay.
We're gonna see you soon. I know it.
Come back safe.
Uh-huh.
Misty says nothing, but she does that weird face like this
Yeah.
and disappears into thin air. She just disappears into thin air.
Misty is gone.
Just the
Really?
weirdest friend we ever had, but you know.
She's already gone. She cursed at you before she left.
Right.
I've only ever made 4 friends, but
Four?
out of them, Misty was definitely the weirdest, but very cool.
What are the 3 of you that remain behind doing?
Heading towards the blue light.
Yeah.
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 I mean, unless there's some
It's-
tribunals coming for us, but
Let's walk towards the light,
You don't hear
everybody.
anything
Nothing
yet.
can go
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah, definitely. You all walk towards the light. It gets brighter and brighter, and eventually you find an enormous, just the circumference of this tree trunk is just mind-boggling. And in the center of the tree trunk is a glowing blue archway. And as you all get within sight of this archway, a voice floats out from this archway. And Scotty, I think you probably somewhere in the reaches of your memory feel like this voice is familiar, but you don't see anyone, and so you can't quite put it together. But the voice says, and this is a terrible approximation of this voice, so don't read too much into whatever I say right now, but the voice says, well, it took you long enough. Come on, let's go. And that is where we will finish up for this week.
Or you can finish on that, or Scotty going, "Oh no."
Yeah, fair enough. A little fade out on the oh no. All
Scotty
right.
knows.
That's our show for the night. Thank you all. This has been wonderful as always, and thank you all for watching. Let's see, we've got lots of thanks. I'm getting ahead of myself. First off, I want to thank very much V for stepping in to produce for this evening, and Luca and Lauren for modding in the chat. I want to thank Alicia, Brian, Kelly, and Meagan for bringing your wonderful chaotic familiars to a familiar quest. Oh man, Hans and me. I wasn't ready. I just wasn't. I have very happily been your dungeon master for this evening. Thank you once again to Beelan Grimms for the character class dice sets. !dice in chat if you want to get that link and check them out for yourself. Also, remember that all of these wonderful familiars, as well as a few of them have other forms that we've talked about tonight, are available in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can log into the game to get more details about each familiar pack and have our little friends help you out and your adventures out in-game. We will see you next week, Monday, May 8th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, for episode 6 of Series 3. We do have another special guest joining us next week. Very surprising. You might be able to piece together based on tonight's episode who it is, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out next week. Very excited about that. So be sure and come hang out with us next Monday, May 8th, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And of course, if you want to go back and catch any of our past episodes, or you want to get a friend caught up, all of the VODs are available on the Idle Champions YouTube channel. Tonight's episode will be up as soon as possible. And that's that. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it very much. We hope to see you next week. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Spence. Bye.